Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing? You know what I just realized? I need to change that. We aren't using the word crafting anymore. Yeah, that word definitely has to change. We can use the word creative, but definitely not crafting. Not there's anything wrong with crafting, but we're trying to change our mindset for all of my entrepreneurs who are trying to turn their passions into profit. So I definitely need to change that one and make that one as the creative professor, the creative business professor, one of those. But anywho, good morning, everyone. How are you doing? It is the last Q&A of the month. It's the last day of the month. Therefore, the last Q&A of this quarter, of this month. We are about, oh, hold on. Okay. Don't know what that is on my glasses. We are about to hit the last quarter of the month. And you got to end it with a bang. Especially if you're doing this for business. You got to end it with a bang. It's the last quarter of the month. It's the home stretch. Ooh, goodness. So last live of the month, last live of the quarter. And like I said, we're going to make it a good one. All right. So as you come in, drop a hey, how you doing? Let me know where you are watching from. Tag a friend or two, share the video out. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. Let's see here. All right, I'm just waiting for Facebook to get those notifications out, YouTube to get those notifications out. And get you guys on in here. I know it's a little bit like of a weird time compared to when I normally go live, but hopefully you guys are able to kind of listen and absorb and still ask questions and whatnot. So we're just going to give it a minute for all of those notifications to go out to all those who have the notifications turned on and get you guys in here. I do have to design some shirts today, so that's also helping me to stay not to be to where I'm not on so long, because I do have some things that I have to work on. So we're not going to be on too long. I have to design some shirts today. I have to prepare for a live Zoom session that's going to be amazing tonight at 6:30. So yeah. All right. Hello, Elena. I see you have your notifications on. You are always here, my love, always supporting. I thank you very, very much. Good morning to you. Hey, honey bub. How you doing? Thank you for also having your notifications on, following us and having notifications on that you got the notification that I am live and you hopped on here. How are you doing? Brenda, you are the second over on Facebook. Hello, and good morning. Miss Butler, how are you doing? Good morning. Good morning from Columbus, Ohio. Hey, Esther, how are you? Jersey's in the house. Jamila, good morning. Thank you, my dear. She went to the other one as well. Hello. Good morning. Don't forget to tag a friend. Go ahead and share the broadcast out. I'm going to do the same because I didn't actually broadcast it to my Facebook groups. So I'm going to do the same right now. There we go. Let's take that down. Let's go ahead and share this out. Share to a group. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Trying to get this all shared out. So this is the last one. So I'm going to literally share everywhere, 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 do, everywhere, do, everywhere. I'm gonna share it out. Everywhere, do, everywhere, do, everywhere. I'm gonna share it out. Hey. Make sure that you guys hit that share button also. All right. So I'm all shared out. There we go. She says, watch it from my classroom before the kids come in. All right. So I have shared it out. Everyone should get the notifications. So all we have left to do is go ahead and drop that 30-second break so that I can reset and get everything set up. So we are going to get started in just 30 seconds. All right, y'all. Hello, 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 and welcome back. I am Shakia, the professor of SILAHOLICS Anonymous and the product line. Honestly speaking, I do these live sessions to help you guys with your creative business. Whether you make shirts, you do chip bags, labels, you do summation, you do still like vinyl, HTV, adhesive vinyl. If you're just doing printed things, I am your girl. I am here to help you guys. If you're not able to attend any of the classes that I have, this opportunity to still get help from, dare to say, one of the GOATs, the greatest of all times when it comes to this creative business thing and using Silhouette Studio and all things crafty and all things Epson and all things heat presses and everything that you can think of creatively that we do in this creative space to create customized and personalized items. Hey, I do it. I help you guys with that. And this is a Q&A session that I do. And you guys are more than welcome to post your questions. And I will do my best to answer them to the best of my knowledge. You don't have to wait until one question is answered to post your question. Just go ahead and post it. I go through them. I will not miss your question. Unless we get like to the very, very end and I just cannot go back. Feel free to go ahead and post your questions. I am normally on for about a good 45 minutes to an hour. No, we're trying to keep it no more than that, or until the questions slow down. This live session is going to be as informative as you guys are interactive. So if you guys ask great questions, we get great answers, we drop some gems, we give a lot of great information. You guys are silent, then this is probably going to be a very, very boring one and not filled with as much information. So take advantage of the fact that I am willing to share my knowledge with you for free $9.99. Okay. And the reason why I'm able to come on here and also, and offer this information is because there are ways for you guys to support me in what we do here. And that is by supporting, as the letters that we always say each and every time our live broadcast is brought to you by the letters HSINK, and the number is 365 and technically 0 because we already said 3. So 365, 30 seconds. Those are like incredible settings that you can sublimate with our amazing sublimation paper and ink, because we have ink that produces great colors even on the plain paper. Bright white setting set to high quality, you're still going to get amazing colors. You don't have to use premium presentation paper matte. And those are the letters of our product line, and you can find that at our website, shop.silaholics.anonymous.com. Here you can sign up for classes to unlock your creativity, and you can also purchase our products. So we have sublimation ink, sublimation paper, pigment ink, pre-filled cartridges, syringes, needles, chip resetters, everything that you need to get started in your sublimation journey or to create printed creative products with our pigment inks. All right. So again, that is shop.silaholics.anonymous.com. The link is going across the bottom, or you can click the direct link that is in the description of this video. Again, that is shop.silaholics.anonymous.com. Also, you can get to the site from here. Just click on where it says Academy or click the link in the description. You can visit my Academy site, academy.silaholics.anonymous.com. Here is where you can find the classes that I have available on a wide variety of things. Our latest class is tonight and on Saturday. So if I go over here to all courses, so we're going to go ahead and switch that out to Academy. We have 2 great classes coming up that you don't want to miss if you are in the creative business space. All right. So tonight at 6:30 p.m., we are going to focus on holiday sales. Yes, that is SELLS, not just SALES, because it's not about doing just sales and discounts. You want to just get that sale. You want to sell items from your store, your shop, however you do it. So we're going to go over some business strategies that's going to help you get your name out there, help increase that bottom line during this really, really busy holiday season, how to properly plan for it. Not sure if you guys saw the news, but we are hitting the peak season of shipping. So there could be shipping delays. There's going to be price increases like all the way around. Even for me, I do a lot of international shipping and importing for our ink and paper and things like that. So those costs are going up, and then just the shipping and the transit time for that. So you guys want to prepare early. Don't wait to the last minute. And you have to work on encouraging your clients not to wait to the last second also, because there are delays, and don't want anyone to be disappointed on Christmas morning, or when they go, they have these plans for Christmas parties and things like that, and they don't have those items. So definitely consider joining, signing up for tonight's session. Going to show you how, give you guys tips and techniques and things like that to prepare for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and just the holiday sales in general that, in our business can run up until the week before. And for some people, they are just last minute up until a few days before Christmas. So definitely check that out. $53.65. But the information that you're going to get is going to be priceless. It is something that's really, really going to help you guys, as long as you implement at least half of the strategies that we're going to talk about. You don't have to do all of them, because not every strategy is going to work for your business, but there are a lot of great ones that you can mix and match and pick and choose from. And as long as you do at least half of them, I guarantee that you will see an increase in your sales this holiday and this busy shopping season. And then after you learn the techniques, if you don't have a website, you definitely need to get one, or create a more effective way for people to order and for you to keep track of your orders. I'm going to focus on on the Shopify site. I am going to have a session. I've done it with my doctorate students, just showing them how to effectively use PayPal, how to effectively use like Excel spreadsheets. If you are someone who is not quite ready for a website yet, there are other things that you can do. You can use Etsy as well, and there's a way to drive traffic. But on Saturday, we are going to focus on Shopify and getting that set up. It is going to be a step-by-step. You're going to see me actually go through all of the steps to set up someone's Shopify and give them the tools to where they can then go in and fill things in themselves. So if you have ever been interested in understanding how Shopify works, even if you're not ready right now, it's best to have that in your back pocket as far as how to set it up, and something that you can refer to once you go to set up yours and make it an easy, seamless process, because it really is easy to set up. Now, how detailed it is and how you maintain it, that can be a bit of a process. But once you know exactly how to use the program, it is going to be a breeze to get that set up. So I'm going to share with you guys some tips and tricks for that and show you exactly how to set that up. So you can sign up for both of those on our Academy site. Now, if you go back to the shop site, in the description of the video is a discount code. That code only works over here on the shop site. I had to watch Big Brother, so I did not put the bundle on the Academy site. I will do that later today. But if you use that discount code, which is Secure the Bag 365, Secure the Bag 365, here on the shop site, you will get, I'm going to go over here because it's still in my cart, you'll get 35% off. So see, it normally comes up to $129.28 for both. But with that particular code, Secure the Bag, you're only going to pay $84.04 to attend both sessions tonight and on Saturday. So again, that code is Secure the Bag 365. It only works on the shop site. There would just be a bundle on the Academy site, but you can just go through here, and then after you check out here, make sure that you go to your account on your student portal on the Academy site, go to your dashboard, and you will see that there. All right. So now that we have taken care of a few bills, let's get into this and help some folks today. Maybe you won't be able to attend the class. Maybe I can help in some way, shape, or form with your creative business. Don't forget, guys, don't keep this all to yourself. All right. The best way that you can support me and the free gems that I drop over here for you guys is to share this out. When it comes to your products and what you do, don't you want your friends, your supporters, your family, those who love you to share that, share what it is that you do, share what you have to offer? It's no different for me. I really need you guys to share. Hit that share button, tag a friend or two. You never know who's going to need this information. Don't worry about competition. Even if they're not doing the same thing that you do, I'm pretty sure you know another entrepreneur where they can benefit from certain things that certain information that I provide during these sessions. So guys, if for nothing else, do it for your girl. Go ahead, hit that share button. Let them know, dude, you need to be up under the teachings of the professor. She is great at what she does. She is going to get you right in all aspects of your business life. So go ahead, hit that share button, give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channels. Both of those links are in the description. If you've never taken the time to go through the description, I invite you guys after the live, of course, to go back to the description, go through some of those links and see which one of those links will benefit you. All right. So let's get into this and answer some questions. All right. I see maybe two. Remember, guys, I could have done this whole spiel and it had just been about my business and nothing else and what I have to offer. I am here to help you guys. So I'm not going to pressure you. I'm not going to pull teeth. If you guys don't post any questions, this will be the quickest live Q&A that we do, and it will be a very dismal last live Q&A. So again, make this one a great one and post your questions. If there are no questions, we're going to end this one. All right. So I do see she says, good morning. It's been a minute since I've been able to catch you live. I've been working off today. Okay. Oh, she's been working, but you're off today. All righty. Let's see. I have a silhouette cameo. When I cut, my project is on the left-hand side in Silhouette software, but it cuts to the right. Is it something that is heat transfer vinyl to where on your send settings, are you selecting mirror from your send settings? That's usually the only time that it will do that. So whenever you use, if you're doing something like HTV or something and you have to mirror it, it is going to completely mirror it. So if it's like this, once it turns, if it's on this side, once it mirrors and it turns, it's now on this side. So it's going to cut on this side of the mat. What you need to do is mirror in the program, flip horizontally, flip vertically. So instead of doing this, it's going to do this. And it's just going to flip in place. Okay. So that's what you want to do to keep it from going to the other side of the mat. She says, yes, ma'am, you are the best. What I know, I learned from you, and I teach crafts, aka Gucci. She says, okay, I thought I lost my mind. Okay, so she says, how do I add word art to images? What do you mean by word art? Are you referring to like the word cloud, where it's like all of those different words and things kind of jumbled all over the place, kind of like, wait, do I have that one? Where is that bookmark? It was over here. I don't know where I put the bookmark at. Or are you talking about like in Word, Microsoft Word, word art is like arching and stuff like that? Exactly what do you mean as far as word art? Good morning. I have a problem with cut and print registration. You got to give me a little bit more than that. What problems are you having? Because there can be a number of things with that. All I can do is share with you a couple of tips and things that I do when it comes to registration marks. But unless you give me something specific, like is it cutting off? Is it not registering at all? Which machine are you using? Are you using a silhouette mat? Are you using a non-silhouette mat? All those things play a part. I feel like the guy in Home Improvement, the neighbor, where all you saw was this part. That's what I feel like right now. Right, I'm gonna head over to here. We're gonna group this together. I'm gonna shrink it down. And you guys are gonna see too here. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to that one. If you did not see the the banner for the class yesterday or today, I'm gonna switch over to actually, you know what? No, I can let me just open it up real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna open up this one. You see how this is? You do know that you can create amazing banners for your Facebook. You can create thumbnails. You can create the advertisements for your holiday sales in Silhouette Studio. Silhouette Studio is not just for designing for your actual items. You can create your posts, your advertisements in Silhouette Studio. Yes, you can. So that's what's on like the screen right now. I have Compliment Your Small Business, and I've taught these things before on how to utilize Silhouette Studio for things like your Facebook banner, Instagram posts, Facebook posts, overlays, just advertising your business and things like that. I teach these things in my different classes. If you have not checked out the courses and the course and class that I have on the Academy site, you definitely need to check that out because it is information that is very, very valuable. It's priceless. It's really going to help your business. All right. So just kind of going back, and I'm trying to wait for the one about registration marks. And let's see, because I don't know which issues you have. So I don't want to kind of go over some issues that you may not be having, but I am going to share some things with you. All right, let's see. The next one. Good morning. Morning. A cloud of words into an image. Okay, so you're going to do that not in Silhouette Studio. There is a website that you would use for that. All right, let's go ahead and go back over here. We're going to click here and oh shoot, I hit the wrong one. Let's go back over here. Okay. And we're going to go to word art. So you'll have wordart.com. That is a word cloud art creator. If you go to the video that I did last month during Silaholics Anonymous month, I showed how to create, customize like shapes and things and then bring it over here. So this is the site that I use for word art. And you can also see from here, you can do it with different shapes too. It doesn't have to be just words, but wordart.com is where you go to create that word cloud. And like I said, if you go to our YouTube, let me see, let's go here and let's go to the playlist, and I'm going to go to, we're on the playlist. That was the paper rosettes, but that's not the one that I want. What I want to go to is the bookmarks. Let's pause you, or actually, should I say mute you? We're going to go to the bookmarks. In this video right here, I go through and I show how to utilize word art. I had like all these words, like I use Microsoft, not my, yeah, I use Excel sometimes, but in here I show you exactly how to do that. And in Silhouette Studio, creating a custom shape, having those words, you can do them yourself or you can type them out in their program, but having that exact shape, how to save it, how to bring that in. So definitely check out this video right here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit share, copy, and we're going to drop that in here. So word art, word cloud on bookmarks. There you go. Okay. If I, where'd it go? If I'm printing a picture on regular paper, should I use plain paper or switch settings? What is it for? Like, is it for stickers, labels? Is something that it needs to be high quality? Plain paper setting is something that I never ever use other than for sublimation, because sublimation is not a what you print is what you get type of printing situation. It is heat activated, and that ink is going to transfer to the substrate. So that one I can print plain paper, but if on the plain paper setting. But if I'm doing something for chip bags, stickers, labels, cutouts, and things like that, you should never ever use plain paper setting unless you're just printing out like a regular document. Regular documents, you use plain paper. But if it's something for like I said, if it's something for chip bags, if it's something for, which I don't have any of the labels, do any of these have labels on them? We use our regular printer for the labels for our inks and things. If it is for a cutout, like I have to do some for someone now. If I am printing, say, an obituary, things like that, you should never ever use plain paper. You're going to use either premium presentation paper matte or premium matte, depending on which printer you have, because there are two different settings. Or if you're printing on glossy paper, you're going to use photo glossy. You only use plain paper, things like your invoices, just regular documents, emails, plain paper. But if it is something for you to sell, you should always print in the best quality for regular pigment ink, regular dye prints. Only for sublimation should you be printing on plain paper on high quality, because that is heat activated and it goes from that really kind of like light image to something that is ink credible. This is printed using plain paper setting, and look at those colors. I can't get the text arch. I can get the text arch on the circle. How do I bring the text inside the circle? Drag it down. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to come over here. We're going to make a circle. And oops, might want to share my screen, huh? There we go. So we're going to enroll today. And let's just change the text on this so you can see it a little better. All right. So you're going to double click to bring up the text, right? You're going to drag that down to your circle. That's on the top. All you do is take this down, and instead of moving your mouse to go around it, you're going to pull your mouse straight down or pull your mouse inward towards the circle, and now it goes to, oops, I went too far. Now it goes to the inside. If it's bunched up, you can come over here to your character spacing and spread that out so that it's not bunched up. You can take the slider here and move that up or move it out, and that's how you get it to be the right way on the bottom of a circle. Once you have it where you want it, which actually let's go back in and pull this back up towards the inside. Then you're going to click on the text and you're going to convert to path. The circle will go back to red and your text will be in that shape. So hopefully that answers your question. Okay, I scanned a coaster and some fabric. I wanted the fabric on the coaster as a background. I used a subtract feature. Boy, did it subtract. It subtracted the coaster, left me with the square, and I could see the grid lines. Not sure I did wrong. You used the wrong function, my love. It's not subtract. To do that, you will crop that like that background into the shape of the coaster. So the template that you scan, you crop, not subtract. Subtract will take away. So you want to crop, not subtract. All right, I'm not sure what happened to the person that asked about the registration marks. I'm just going to go over them just so that they're in the video and they can come back for the next 3 days and see the answer to that, or check out my video about registration marks. I would go and find that one, but I probably have to go through a lot of content to find that one, registration marks. I don't have a magic formula for registration marks. If you watch any of my videos where I am using them, I just put it on there. If I have issues, it can get frustrating. Sometimes it just printed wrong. And it's the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So if it doesn't work, then you have to just switch things up. Try reprinting it out. Try a different mat. Rotate your mat. Use both sides of your mat. But you're not going to get like, okay, you just keep putting the same thing in there and you just keep putting it in the same position. Like, okay, it's not working. It's not working. Got to try something different. That's in any and everything that you guys do within this crafting world. You got, if it's messing up, try it a different way. So all I can do is share with you guys what I do when it comes to print and cuts. I don't do anything different when the camera's off. This is what I do each and every time and how I set it up. And that's what I'm going to show you, okay? So with print and cuts, one of the biggest things that people don't do is they don't make sure that their page size and their design page size matches the size paper that they're going to print to. I have watched YouTubers say that, oh, you're going to choose A4. That's the same as 8.5 by 11. That is wrong. Don't do that. If it's 8.5 by 11, it's 8.5 by 11, or you're going to put in letter. If it is 11 by 17, you're going to put 11 by 17, tabloid, ledger, those things. But it's not whatever, like if there's anything that says, hey, those numbers are different. It's very close, but they are of a different measurement. So once you go over here to your page setup, you're going to put those sizes in. I had a live and I was like, why is this not registering? What's going on? And it took me a minute because I was further away from the computer. When I came up to it, I immediately knew what it was once I saw it. I forgot to have my mat on. So if you're doing print and cut, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be using a mat unless you are doing a print and cut to like straight like sticker paper and you're doing a kiss cut. So you want to make sure first and foremost that your machine is selected, whichever machine you are using. Then you want to make sure that a cutting mat is selected. If you have your registration marks, but your cutting mat is off, but you put it on a cutting mat, once you load it in, it's going to be looking for the registration marks in the wrong spot. So you have to make sure that if you're using a mat and you're putting your print on a mat, you need to have cutting mat selected. All right, so I'm going to go back to portrait because that's the way that it should be. And whatever size paper you're using, do not, I repeat, do not use printer, because you have, like me, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 printers. 7 printers connected to my computer. So if I put printer, I don't know which one it's going to go off of. Now, if you have just one printer, all right, cool. I have 7 printers. Never use printer because you don't know which one it's going off of. You should always type in your page sizes. Yeah, if you're not using exactly A4 paper, if your packaging does not say A4, A3, A5, A6, do not use that. Letter is on here. Legal is not on here, 11 by 17. You're going to type that out. Once you type that out, you're going to go over to your registration mark settings, which is the last icon under the page setup. You're going to turn that on. I always recommend taking your thickness all the way up. It does not change anything in how these registration marks operate. If I take it all the way down, it doesn't change the restrictive area. Having it all the way up can only help. It is not going to hinder anything. I really don't even understand why it's an option to have it so thin. The best thing is to have your registration marks as thick as possible. Now, the length can be changed, and that will shrink it will shrink the restrictive area. So now you have more space that you can put that in. I am one, though, I like to leave mine maxed out. I mean, that look like, unless it's something where it's kind of full, I maybe need a little bit of extra space, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal. And the longer the registration mark is, the better it's going to pick up. So me personally, this is just me, Shakia the professor, I personally never go below 0.625. I recommend that you go no lower than 0.5. But for me, it's normally 0.625 or it's maxed all the way out for me. That's just how I roll. I don't have those issues. When like a lot of those issues, I don't have those issues very often when it comes to registration. So that's that. If you have a wide format printer, you can take your insets all the way out. If you're new to print and cut, I recommend that you leave those as is. Do not change those until you become more familiar with it, because now you're just introducing another variable that is just not worth it. Under going back to the page setup, you want to have your show cut border. It just shows you where to keep your design within these. Now, one of the things I do for accuracy, I'm going to make this as big as possible for this 11 by 17 paper. So we're going to just make this, we're going to pull this from the side, make it as big as it can possibly be or as wide as it can be. So for it to register, this will pick up. But for accuracy, what I recommend is making your marks a little bit closer. So under the registration marks, if you go to advanced options, I know I said if you're a newbie, don't mess around with it, but this is one that you really should kind of make it where it's closer. You're going to take this and you're going to pull this up as close as you can possibly get it to your design. So I just pull it all the way up. There are some other tips and tricks when it comes to this. I don't want to confuse you guys. If you're new to this, you can just pull this down towards the middle so that it's even between the registration marks. Okay. If you join any of my classes, I go over, some other tips, or if you want to go through some other videos, I go through some additional tips that you can do to pull this a little bit closer, but I definitely go over that in my classes. But I just pulled it to the middle, and that should help with accuracy. But this is all that I do to ensure that it reads my registration marks. And then when you're lining it up, your paper should go to those lines if you're using a silhouette mat inside that sticky area. Your rollers need to be, of course, this one is stationary, and your last one needs to roll over the side of the mat, not go in the middle, and sometimes that will roll over your registration mark, causing issues. When you are loading your paper, your mat into the machine, there is a blue line, a gray line, depends on which printer you have or which cutter you have. There is a line here, and then there are arrows back here. Your mat should be to the back of the line. Your mat should not be over the line to where it's touching like the tip of the arrows. It should be behind that line. If you're using a non-silhouette mat, you're going to have to watch my video on how to calibrate a non-silhouette mat, so a Cricut mat and those things. Or if you have the 15 by 15 mat or the 24 by 24 inch mat, you need to calibrate those. I will say this though, the 15 by 15 mat is not a true 15. It actually only goes 14. So a lot of people have issues with that particular mat and how it's set up. If you're doing print and cut, if you don't have a printer that allows you to print 24 inches wide and you're doing a print and cut that big, I recommend going out and getting yourself either a 12 by 24 Cricut mat or a 12 by 24 silhouette mat, and let that be what you use for your print and cuts. Or if you're just going to do 8.5 by 11 paper, get yourself a 12 by 12 mat. Avoid using the large mats. Even if you have the Cameo Plus or Pro, avoid using the large mats for print and cut. Use a smaller mat. And those are the tips that I have for print and cuts, okay? I use a silhouette mat. How do I cut designs when using printable vinyl? The image is in the form of a circle, 6 on a page. I guess I'm asking for help with print and cut. All right, that still doesn't really help me any to understand what issues you're having. But that is with print and cut. And if you have multiple images, so like I'll tell you with this is a lot of pieces, right? So if I go to send, you're going to see, hold on. Well, yeah, see, you're going to see all of those red marks, right? Because it's a really big image. If I wanted to do this, I would go to where it says cut edge. And now when it goes cut edge, it's only going to cut around the outside. At some point here, it should show me that. It's only going to cut around the outside. It's taking forever, but eventually it will show it. Oh, wait. Why is there such a big box here? Hold on. Let me go back to design. I must have a box there that I did not realize was there. So let's go back to design. And this is a pretty big image. Oh my gosh, come on. Go back to design. Okay, we're going to ungroup this and ungroup. There we go. Delete that one. We're going to group this one together. Go to send, and it should be around the outside edges since I deleted the invisible box that was around it. Although it wants to take forever. This is a really, really, really big file because this was an EPS file. So yeah, see, it's going to cut around it. It may look a little crazy when you're zoomed out for a lot of these. But if you zoom in, it's not going to cut like, hold on, I'm trying to get it close. So see, it looks kind of weird and it looks kind of spread out, but it's not going to cut. It's just going to follow it. Don't, overthink how the cut looks sometimes, because sometimes it just looks cuckoo crazy. But you would set that up like that. So I'm going to go back to design and I'm going to shrink this down. If it was something in a circle, you want to set that up. Oh, let's ungroup this. Ungroup. You want to set this up first. So if you're doing something like stickers and you need multiples of them, you would set that up first. So you would make it to the size that you need. You're going to select it. You're going to group it together. You're going to go over to send, set that to cut edge, and then make your duplicates and arrange them. That's how you would do if you need to put multiple on a page. Set up the first one first completely. Make sure that your cut settings are set. So right now it's not like that. We're going to go cut edge so that it eliminates the big sale, big holiday sale rush, and just will cut the circle. Once I know that it's set up that way, then you would go back in and make your duplicate. So see, it's there. So you would go in and make your duplicates. Okay, so that's that. She says, you just explained. I understand better. Thanks. Happy Thursday. Thank you for all your tips and tricks. I learn something new every time I tune in. You are very welcome. All right. No other questions have been posted. I'm not going to ask again. Y'all know it's a Q&A. I'm going to mention it one time at the beginning. So go ahead and post your questions. Now, there seems to be no questions. So my job here today is done. We have no more questions. Hopefully the questions that were asked and the answers that were given have served you well and they are helpful for you guys. Be sure to tune in for my next Q&A. But also visit the website shop.silaholics.anonymous.com. If you have never attended one of my classes, this is one that you want to attend. You don't want to miss this class that is coming up for this evening. You don't want to miss that. It will really, really help with getting you prepared for your holiday sales. This class is not about learning Silhouette Studio. I'm going to go over like just a little bit and just show, you can use it to help your with your posts and things like that. I am going to eventually provide some elements such as the big holiday sale. I'm going to take off the rush part, but you can use that in your social media postings and have things about what you have to offer, maybe put a picture. So I'm going to provide you guys some resources over the weekend that you guys can use within Silhouette Studio. Even if you don't use it for your design, you're more comfortable. Now, also, that's another thing. Now may not be the time to try and learn a new program. If you have been running your business with a particular program and you're able to do what you need to do. Now, if you want to go and scale up and your program isn't working for you, that's a different story. But taking the time to learn a new program can be a bit frustrating when you're trying to prep for your sales. So it may not be the best time to try and full on learn a program. What you can do is learn like basic things where you can plug and play and bring things in and just kind of layer and do very simple things. Keep it very simple during this time. Just do what you need to do. If it's buying files, it's okay to buy ready-made files and print them out and put them on items and things like that, because we're all over the place. It doesn't mean that, just if one person's selling something with it, doesn't mean that you can't in your city. But I would be very mindful of trying to learn all the ins and outs of a brand new program while you're trying to prep for your sales. You don't want to overexert yourself when it comes to that and make it to where you're just so frustrated because you feel like nothing's going right because you're trying to do too much. But I will kind of go over a little bit of those things in Silhouette, but tonight is more so about really giving you those tips and tricks and strategies, telling you you don't want to miss it. There are going to be some things you're going to be like, dang it, why didn't I think of that? That's so like, it's going to be mind blowing. Join tonight's session. Remember, if you are a doctorate member, it's already included for you guys. You don't have to do anything additional. It's actually in your dashboard. You're going to look for the one that says creative business program for entrepreneurs. It's the very, very last one under September. The live link is there. So if you are a doctorate member, you don't have to pay for this evening's session. If you are a doctorate member, but you want to attend the Shopify session on Saturday, you do have to pay for that. You can use your discount code, because we go through Shopify all the time. You guys are getting this information. You've seen me set up Shopify. This is more so for everyone else. But if you want to attend, you're more than welcome to. Just use your discount code to attend that class if you just want to be in the live class. But the one on Saturday is not included for doctorate members. But tonight's session is. It's our normal profit by the number. So we're welcoming everyone else in. So it's our normal profit by the numbers day. You know, that's where we go when we break things down by the numbers. So I'm going to give you guys some numbers and some steps in order of things and how you should prep. So we're still going to do by the numbers and how to profit based off of those numbers. But it's going to be in direct relation to prepping for your holiday sales and ways to increase those numbers. So do not wait till the last second so that you know where to go. Make sure that you go on there, you register for the Zoom, put it, it's going to ask if you want to save it to your calendar. If you use Gmail, save it to your calendar. That way your phone gives you the reminder. If you have never used Zoom, this is all via Zoom. If you have never, ever used Zoom, I highly recommend that you go to zoom.us and create an account. I believe that you can do like a sample, like a run through, or like they'll let you go so you can log into like a fake like session so you can see how everything works as far as making sure that your microphone, you don't have to have your video on. I always give people the option, so it's not required for you to have your video on, but if you want to ask questions, you do need to have your audio on to make sure that you can hear me. And if you have a question, you can unmute and actually verbalize that. So you want to make sure that your microphone on your computer works and things like that. Because once I get into it, I'm not checking emails. I'm not checking inboxes. Unfortunately, you will miss the live session. So make sure that you prep before if you have never used Zoom before, but you don't want to miss this class. I'm telling you, if you are wanting to increase your sales, you don't want to miss this class. All right. So, hopefully this has been helpful for you guys. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Don't forget to visit our website for all of your print needs. Again, that is shop.silaholics.com. Again, shop.silaholics.com. We are the home of that Change the Game sublimation paper that allows you to sublimate as low as 365 degrees for as fast as 30 seconds. There's actually going to be a demo very, very shortly here. Today is Thursday. We're going to do the INKCREDIBLE today segment. Although today there won't be a discount on sublimation items. It's going to be pigment ink. But I'm going to still do a sublimation project because I have to do one for someone. But go to our website, shop.silaholics.com. 365, 30 seconds. You're able to print off plain paper setting, get great blacks. Our ink is black in the bottles. One of the things that I definitely need to put on the site, because people, you know, they always kind of panic. If your order is placed before 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it goes out today. Rain, shine, sleet, or snow, it goes, well, we got no snow in Miami, but it goes out today if you place your order before 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. On Saturdays, if your USPS order is in before 11 a.m., then it goes out on Saturday. If you choose UPS, that doesn't go out until Monday because they don't pick up on Saturday. So all orders before 3 p.m. go out the exact same day. So visit shop.silaholics.com. The direct link is in the description of this video. So again, shop.silaholics.com. And we have sublimation ink, sublimation paper. I know everyone asks about the rolls, guys. I told y'all it's kind of crazy over there when it comes to shipping, and we import that in. We are hoping that it gets here. We're hoping that it's finally on the ship, because they go into a holiday break for 7 days. I don't want to wait 2 weeks for it to ship out. So I'm hoping that that actually gets shipped out, because there's going to be no movement from Ingina as of tomorrow, the 1st, for them. So it's from the 1st to the 7th. So hopefully it gets out. I know you guys are waiting for the roll paper. We want to make sure that we have that here so that you guys can have it for your holiday sales. We were trying to definitely get that in before, Black Friday and all that stuff, so that you guys can have that. Don't know if it's going, hopefully it is in before then, and we'll have it, but they're on the way for the rolls. Just make sure that when you're on the site, if you want to be notified when the rolls come in, I have to remove the other one. I don't know why it's showing up that way, but if we go to here, right? You want to click right here, notify me when available. This one right here isn't kicking back the emails. I have to take this one off, but you want to click right here, notify me when available. Put in your email and you will be notified once that becomes available. So for anything that is out of stock, make sure that you guys are hitting the teal notify me when available link, so that you are the first to know when that product comes back in stock. We do have a few 8.5 by 328 feet left, but we don't have any more 13-inch rolls available right now, but more is coming in. All right. So until well, 11 by 16, no, there is no such thing as 11 by 16, but I'll let y'all know a little something, since y'all, y'all are here, you are watching, you had notifications on, you came on, and you sat with me for this one. And this shipment, I listened to y'all. We do have sticky sheets coming. So for those of you that wanted those sticky sheets, we didn't order as much as we did like before, but we did order sticky sheets this time. And then like on the next order, we'll, increase that. If y'all, y'all show out on them, we will increase our order for that. But yes, we do have the tacky sheets or sticky sheets coming in. So all sizes, 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 14, 11 by 17, and 13 by 19 will be available really, really soon. Hopefully within the next month, because this is getting ridiculous. Hopefully it made its way on that ship, because it's been really congested over there. All right. So the only thing with pre-order options, the only thing with that, as we get closer to it, I will kind of have a pre-order. With doing a pre-order, that sits as unfulfilled orders on our site. So another thing, that's when I'm talking about, like Shopify and stuff like that, that sits as a lot of unfulfilled orders on the site. So as we're going through stuff and stuff like that, it can be a bit much with going through those, because it doesn't put it somewhere else. It's just going to be an unfulfilled order. And that, So as we get closer to it, so that we're not sitting on, a bunch of unfulfilled orders for too long, we're not going to do a pre-order now. But as we get closer to it. So what I am going to do is we will have on October 1st, well, actually, no, it'll be October 3rd, because that's Monday. We will have it on the site, and you can hit that button to notify me when available. And then we will have it, and we'll kind of open it up as a pre-sale as it gets closer to that time. And then you will get that email, and then you can basically pre-order at that time. Like when we know that it's secured, it's on the ship, we are like within 2 weeks out or whatever, we will go ahead and allow you guys to order it ahead of time. But we will have that on there Monday, so that you guys can hit that notify me, so that you're notified once it becomes available. Okay. Alrighty, y'all. That's the last one I'm answering for real, for real. Okay, that's the last one. But I'll look at that comment though. She says, "I love your paper. Yay for sticky sheets." She say, "Lord, let me set my coins to the side now to be ready." Hey, stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. But thank you guys so very much for joining me today. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be. I was trying to find my banner. It's taking forever for me to find it because I'm like, my eyes look all crazy looking over there like that. There it is. All right, there we go. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.